Namaste, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss a state related matter of Andhra Pradesh where the Ayurveda practitioners are not given due importance while giving or while recruiting a particular post. So there is controversy regarding the actual eligibility given by the central government and the application done by the state government. So because of which the entire Ayurveda fraternity in Andhra Pradesh are deprived of applying to such post. So what is the controversy and why it happened, whether the justice has been done, all this will be discussed here. So kindly watch this because this can happen with any of the states in future. So to begin with, the National Health Policy was circulated in 2017, where many new schemes were introduced, or you can say many new plans were made. One of the plan was to strengthen the primary health care center. Since India having such a big population and lack of doctors in primary health centers, there was a need to bring another group of the the healthcare providers to take care of those needy people around across various villages and even the rural areas and even certain remote areas where the primary health care is not in their vicinity. So mid-level health providers was one of the solutions. Mid-level health providers. So earlier the mid-level health providers were being recruited on the basis of the BSc nursing, the nursing candidates, and there was some additional qualification of having a certificate program in community medicine. So this was the earlier process. But in the 2017 National Health Mission notification, the addition of few more degree holders were allowed to enter into MLHP scheme. That is, even the Ayurveda doctors, the other medical and paramedical backgrounds like the AYUSH doctors or Ayurveda doctors were allowed to enter into mid-level health providers. Category. So with that notification, it is obvious that the MLHP, this particular post, can be given for BSc nursing as well as the Ayurveda doctors. But what happened? Later, the comprehensive, one more, that is the national NHM under NHM scheme, various wellness centers were opened and various clinics were opened in relation to this. And they decided to hire MLHP posts, the providers, particularly for these kind of jobs. And that one contractual basis. It's not a permanent job, that one contractual basis. But based on the degree, the amount, or you can say the amount, not the salary, it is considered as the remuneration. The remuneration was fixed on the higher side for the Ayurveda doctors and on the lower side for the nursing doctors, that is the nursing candidates. That is depending on the medical and paramedical background. Now, this is in particular state, few states, not in all. Now, after the notification, the doctors across the India who are having the degree in Ayurveda could be given training in community medicine, so that the certificate program for community medicine is already given to the doctors, or even training could be done, so that they are equipped with the kind of responsibility they are going to get. So till now I think the point is clear. The National Health Mission allowed the BMS doctors to enter into mid-level health provider scheme and asked the state governments to give genuine training for the Ayurveda doctors in regard to this community health, so that they are well equipped just like a BSc nursing candidate who is having the certificate program for community medicine. So for making that balance, the government ordered or directed the states to have them trained. So many states adopted this model. Many states. So the Telangana state adopted this model. So they immediately gave the funding for the training of the AYUSH doctors for this particular MLHP scheme, and then even taken the notification, like the notification was out asking for the recruitment process to be continued, like application date, exam date, other things. So there the Ayurveda doctors were recruited based on the particular notification and the process followed. But in case of state like Andhra Pradesh, the recruitment notification came in 2022, which states that only BSc nursing who is having the certificate program for the community health, if not having, he will complete it from IGNOU, New Delhi Open University, and clear the exam before joining. So this was the only eligibility criteria set by the government of Andhra Pradesh, which directly contradicts the matter given by the National Health Policy, the vision of National Health Policy. The National Health Policy of 2017 was made by considering various medico-technical experts. So when the National Health Policy comes, there is certain reason behind each and every point. So they have clearly mentioned, after consulting with the respective the medical and technical experts in that field, then only they have taken this decision of entering or making the entry of BAMS doctors into this MLHP scheme. But in spite of that, the state government of Andhra Pradesh has deprived the you can say rights of Ayurveda doctors to at least go for the recruitment process. So in the recruitment process, the application itself they are rejected because they have given only one eligibility criteria of BSc nursing. Now after this notification came, that too in the beginning of August. So within 15 days the application date was to be completed, like by 22nd of August, and by 24th of August up to the end of August they would have given the admit card, and September 1st week was supposed to be the entrance exam which was supposed to be held. So it was a very quick process, means the government is in a active mode to go for the recruitment in a short time. So by seeing this application notification recruitment notification, one of the Ayurveda doctor gave the writ petition, like he filed a case in the court objecting for not adding the Ayurveda doctors in the recruitment eligibility criteria, and having a very short time before the admit card and examination to be held, the court examined the matter and ultimately gave an interim stay order. It gave an interim stay order to stop the process of going ahead with the examination and recruitment, which means initially the government was in favor of, or the court was in favor of the petitioner. But later on the second hearing, after listening to the entire discussion, ultimately the court gave a negative verdict. So in the discussion, what happened was, the side from Ayurveda gave sufficient evidence. First of all, the NHM, the National Health Policy, NHP 2017 itself is one of the biggest, you can say, strength of this entire case that was presented. And then even the Andhra Pradesh AYUSH Director Office even circulated a notice in 2020 telling, or you can say giving direction to train the Ayurveda doctors. So which means initially the AYUSH department of Andhra Pradesh tried to implement this. But as per the news, the one who gave this notification was transferred and many political issues were there. So ultimately somehow that notification was suppressed. So basically they wanted to implement from the AYUSH department, but ultimately the other departments, because this is a post which involves multiple departments, not just the Ayurveda. So the other departments ultimately gave the suppression for this kind of notification. Now, after all this discussion, initially even the cases of other states were given, like Haryana, Punjab, the Assam, the other states, and even Telangana, where the recruitment was happening on the basis of this NHP 2017 notification. Means the Ayurveda doctors were involved in the recruitment process, and many of the Ayurveda doctors have been selected and they are being given proper training in the community medicine, that is certificate program, and ultimately after that they are serving in their respective regions now. So many documents were given, like so many evidences where the courts had given permission for Ayurveda doctors to enter into MLHP scheme recruitment process, and ultimately many are even already practicing there. But on the other hand, the notification given by Andhra Pradesh, like the government, those officials misinterpreted the entire information given by the NHP. So what they said is, these are the guidelines given by the NHP 2017, but implementation depends on the state to decide what is necessary or not. So which means this notification is just an advice. If you want, you take it, otherwise you don't take it. So they misinterpreted this entire notification in that way, and they gave examples of previous recruitments where BSc nursing was the sole eligibility criteria. So ultimately they misinterpreted the entire information. Of course, if they had done the earlier recruitment, okay, that is fine. But once the notification came in 2017, then at least they should have followed the rules, because there is a purpose or reason behind giving Ayurveda doctors an entry into MLHP scheme, because that can boost the primary healthcare, that is comprehensive primary healthcare system of India. And of course, post-pandemic, it is a matter of no question that everybody is now on the side of Ayurveda, especially when it comes to community medicine. And in such a time, if the Ayurveda doctors are denied their rights, the rights given by certain notifications or gazettes of government, then there is no point of having to know about the rights. There is no point of having any rights, which means somebody is giving direction or somebody is giving certain thing, you just take it. So it is not possible. If there is a right, it is to be backed. So when the right is deprived, then you are in the you don't know what to do. So court is the next step. When you go to the court, ultimately court also denies your petition. Ultimately the court, what the notification it gave or the judgment it gave is, initially the court mentioned that the recruitment process can continue. Recruitment process can continue as planned, and one seat which is given by which is filed by the petitioner. The petitioner is nothing but the Ayurveda doctor. One seat should be kept vacant for the petitioner, and it can be filled only after the final judgment, which will happen on the next hearing, after the recruitment examination, etc. So which means the court has kept just one seat out of so many seats. This time around 2000 plus seats, vacant seats are there, and around 12,000 applications have come from BSc nursing. So other than that, there is no one who has applied because they are not eligible as of now. So the government allowed only one petitioner post to be kept vacant, which means other Ayurveda doctors are not eligible. Which means, if from court's point of view, every Ayurveda doctor should have put a petition. Then only I think they would have taken it more seriously. So basically what they have done is, they have tried to manage or balance both the government order and the petitioner. Whereas the petitioner has filed it on a general interest of Ayurveda doctors, but the petitioner is given only personal benefit through this case. So ultimately, the benefit is also going to be taken away in sooner time, because the contractual basis post. So on any grounds they can remove the person who is working there. So, but for the moment, to keep the things calm, the court has given one seat direction to be kept vacant. Now after that, one more notification, one more judgmental order is, in the next time when the recruitment process is going to happen, don't make this mistake. So the court has ordered the government, which means court has understood that it is a mistake from the government side. So it is telling that now you go ahead, just keep one seat vacant. We'll see about him later. Other seats, I am sure, other seats are as you are planning. And next time when you go for such kind of recruitment process, be careful. So this is the informal words which I can put them together from the judgment order. So which means the court has given some biased decision towards the government. And of course, this is not the first time that the government has misused the court's power. I think it looks similar to the similar now. But the issue is in the next recruitment process also there is no involvement of Ayurveda doctors, and many are already recruited. So this is the sad reality of the state of Andhra Pradesh, and many of you may not be aware of these things and these kind of posts also. So for informative purpose and to know your rights, exactly what these national policies give you, this video is made. And of course, the other states have recruited the Ayurveda doctors. Certain information you can see now. So these slides are going to show you certain Ayurveda doctors who are already working in this scheme in other states. So ultimately, we speak about India as one, but when you have such kind of vast differences between state to state, and especially from health point of view, and especially from an Indian system point of view, then I think it is not good to say we are in the safe hands. So certain times the politics and other things suppress the medical science, especially like Ayurveda. So until next time, thank you.